Good morning and Merry Monday. It is March 30th, 2020. Um, if this is the first time that you are watching recordings and going on Google Classroom, I want you to know not to worry about any of the assignments from last week. We are starting fresh today, so continue to follow along with this video. Some of you who have been participating in the last couple of weeks of work, you might find some of the information repetitive when it comes to how to get to your readings and what I expect for your assignments and things like that. There might be moments like that, and you could just go ahead and move forward, or you could fast forward through some of this video. So this is new for everybody. This slide right here. So this is actually my hours. And so basically I'm going to start from the bottom up. I want to meet with everybody throughout the day. And so I have two scheduled meeting times. One is at noon for 15 minutes. It's just a check-in. And then one is for 15 minutes at 5:15. And that is because there are some students that have daycare during the day and are not able to get online until they get home later on in the evening. These times might change. So I will be posting these every day just to make sure that everybody knows what time I'll be scheduling those meetings. Core instruction basically means what time I'm going to be uploading these videos. And as you can see, there are 15-minute intervals with 5 minutes in between. And that is because sometimes it takes a little while to upload everything. And everything should be uploaded and done by 10:30. Okay. So before 10:30, you might be wondering, hey, where's my assignments? Hey, where's my video? Unfortunately, it does take some time to upload these videos onto Google Classroom. So everything should be in by 10:30, sometimes a little sooner, sometimes a little later. Really depends. Release time. So we're sticking with our same schedule where on Mondays and Wednesdays, you guys have PE, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys have STEAM. Mr. Losoya has made a Google Classroom, and I will be sharing with you how to get to his Google Classroom later on today. And Miss Eigel, you should already have access to her Google Classroom. If you have any questions or concerns, please talk to me about it. And if there's problems or anything, please let me know so that way I can communicate with them that there might be some issues. Designated ELD. This is my small group. I miss you guys. This is Yvonne, Valeria, Yaneli, Mariana. Did I already say Valeria? I forget. I think it's like a group of 5. And Giovanni. So I will have your instruction posted at 10:30. And so you'll have a little 15-minute video just for you guys. And then I want to meet with just you guys from 1 to 1:15. If that doesn't work for you guys and you need a later time, once again, please let me know. And we'll go over how to do that. Office hours, meaning that you could ask me anything Google Hangout wise. If you need to meet real quick and you say, hey, I just want to meet, then right here is a good time. Just go ahead and send me a Google Hangout notification, and I can meet with you, or I can answer your questions online. But I don't check as often the Google Classroom comments. So I'm going to show you guys how to message me. So we're going to skip this. So let's go over to Google. Now, a lot of you guys may not have done messages before. And so the way that you do this is that you're here at Google and up here at your waffle. When you click on your waffle, you have this one called Gmail. I want you to go ahead and click on that. When you get here to your Gmail, you might have lots of emails, probably a lot from me. Now to get to Google Hangouts, the way that you do that is you go over here to your name, okay? And there's this little plus sign right here. So let's say I would like to have a conversation with Yaneli. So all I need to do is type in her name and she pops up right here. If you want to type to me, you're going to have to start with my first name, which is Kate, and then space Stewart. And so I will pop up right there, but I can't message myself. So that's why you don't see me when it pops up. So let's say I want to say hi to Yaneli, and I see her right here. I'm just going to go ahead and click. And this window pops up over here. So I could send a message saying, hi, Yaneli. Can you be my partner for a morning meeting? Or something like that. And she will get it. And when she gets it, she could go ahead and message you back. This is usually where we'll send the meeting invites, so it's really important that you're able to get there. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm always going to post these because it's a good way for you guys to get a little exercise before we get started on our day. So here are a couple of exercise videos. You guys should have access to everything as links that that we go forward with. Morning meeting. So I'm gonna be making a Monday meeting Flipgrid, and I want you to share something new, something good, or something bad from this weekend. It's our usual Monday warm up, and I also would like you guys to respond to a partner if you can. And so I can show you guys how to do that. Most of you guys already know how to, but if there's any concerns with that, at least make an initial post. Okay, so getting on to today, I will be able to apply liquid measurement to solve a math word problem. So here's your math warm-up for today. Which problem has a sum of about 250? One of these. Which problem has a sum of about 500? One of these. And which problem has a sum of about 1,000? One of these. You guys are using estimation to solve this, and this will be in your assignments folder. I want you to go ahead and solve right now. You could pause this video and come back. I put this text box so you could put your answers, or if you want to be a little bit easier, you could actually click on these circles and drag and drop over. Say that's your answer. Say that's your answer. And you could do it like that. Okay. All right. So go ahead and pause this video and answer your math warm-up questions. I'll give you about 5 seconds to come back to us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take a look at this picture of these 3 containers. Which one do you think has the greatest volume? How can you find out? So, liquid volume is how much liquid a container holds, like this. How much liquid can this container hold? We will be exploring different ways to find the liquid volume of containers. And for this, I'm actually going to be taking this video over to my kitchen. So I'm going to be pausing and I will see you in my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. You can follow along with the ways that I'm doing this as long as you have some water and some different items that you would like to measure. Please be very careful. I'm sure your parents don't want you to create a mess in your kitchen. So let's continue. So one way that we can try and find the liquid volume is we can fill the container we think has the greatest volume with water, then try to pour all of the water into one of the other containers. If the container overflows, it has a smaller volume. Do the same with the remaining containers. So some containers that I have are this little cup, okay? I have my coffee mug, okay? And I think I need one more container. This little mason jar, okay? So out of these three, I got 1, 2, and 3. Which one do you think holds the most liquid? And so that's what we're trying to figure out. So I could take this big one, right? I think that this one probably has the most or can hold the most, okay? So now that I think that, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with some water. So I filled it up with some water, and I'm going to take my other container that I think is smaller and see if it overflows when I pour into it. I wonder if you guys can see my sink. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna try it. Yep, it overflowed. So that means that this container is smaller than this container. So that's one way we could do it. Another way, we could fill one of the containers that we think has a small volume, maybe like this cup, pour it into one of the larger containers. If it does not fill the container, then it does not have the greatest volume. Do the same thing with the remaining containers. So I'm going to take my cup, put water in it, right? I'm going to pour it into my jar. It definitely has less volume. This cup has less volume than this mug because it only filled up a little bit. Okay. Fill a smaller fourth container with water. See how many pours does it take to fill each of the other containers. The container that takes the most pours to fill has the greatest volume. So we had already started this, right? So that was 1 pour. And I can pour it as many times by getting more water, pouring it in. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh my goodness, 12, I would say 12 of these little cups equals 1 of those mugs. I hope that that makes sense. Okay, so at this time, since I'm about to run out of time on the video, I'm going to pause and then I'm going to continue on in just a moment on the next video. So I will see you in just a moment.